Thank you. What we're going to do now is to walk you through a mind mapping experience.
And so mind mapping is typically something where you start with the main subject right in the center. You write out whatever it is. You might illustrate it. You might draw a little picture of a person. And then you have these curvy lines that come out from the subject in the center. The reason that they're curvy is that's kind of the way the synapses in your brain are. You know, things are not straight lines. They are curvilinear. And then you begin to branch off of those main ideas with other information. And it becomes a really wonderful way to be able to present a story, an idea, an illustration. It is a very organic way to be able to work. Mind mapping is a really great tool to help you expand your horizon and to help you develop innovative business strategies.
So if Becca could join us, she's looking rather nervous, but no harm will come to Becca other than revealing your innermost secrets. So just come on and just share everything that you've never shared with anybody else. There's nobody in the room, Becca.
No pressure.
So we're going to just start with Becca, and this is just how we work. So we're just going to ask you some very straightforward questions. Nothing's too revealing. But what you see is that we're going to see Becca's life unfold in front of you in a non-linear way. Life happens in a non-linear way. You know, life happens. And so you'll find that we're going to draw, we're going to use different colors, we're going to do this together, and it'll take on the role of a conversation. So it should be enjoyable. And then after we've done this, we're going to ask you all, whoever you sat next to do the same with the person you're next to. Now bear in mind, you could actually be next to your sibling, you could be next to somebody that you've lived with for 40 years. This exercise is incredible because it unearths a lot of information, and it makes connections that you wouldn't normally see in a linear way. So I'm excited.
And so this particular kind of exercise is a really great tool for icebreakers in meetings to get to know people better, or to get to know people that on a team that you're working with, or especially to get to know your customers better and be able to understand them.
What we've done here, we're just going to conclude. What we normally do is we're solving a problem. Here this has been more exploratory, so we're just finding more out about you. And what we're going to ask you to do next is to actually do the person next to you in this way, and we're going to manage that, and hopefully this will break some ice because we're going to be going into a networking session. So for any of you sat out there thinking, these are crazy women here, give it a go, because it's very powerful, it's very disarming. People don't tend to hold back because it doesn't feel like you're being interrogated, does it?
And one of the keys, and we did it a little bit with Becca, we did something called layering. We asked a question, and then we asked another question about that question to continue to go deeper. And so often in layering you can ask why 5 times, because that helps you get deeper into the understanding of what's driving it underneath. Just simply knowing little bits and pieces about you doesn't necessarily help us understand what's driving you. When you introduce yourself, often when you go to a networking event and everybody has an opportunity to go around the room and say, "Hi, I'm Joyce Thomas. I'm with ThomasSchumerGroup. We do Legal Shield and send out cards. What do you know about me? Do you know enough to be interested in me as a person? Did anything that I say there resonate with you?" But if I instead say, "Hi, I'm Joyce Thomas. I'm really passionate about helping other people do things. I have been a designer my whole life." I am giving myself cold chills. I love to help people make their lives better by making the products that they work with easier for them to use and make them resonate more clearly with who they feel like they are. And it's just very important to me. Now, did that make you more interested in me? Okay, so this is kind of the same thing, that you have to begin to understand people at a deeper level to be able to really resonate with what their needs are. This is understanding your customer at a level that goes beyond the superficial, beyond just the black and white information. The truth of the matter is much more compelling.
Do have a go at this. It is a powerful form of getting to know who's next to you.
So you each got a piece of plain white paper, and so your task is to start. You start in the center, you write the person's name in the center, you can draw a circle around it, a frilly little flower thing around it, and then ask them about their education, about their family, about their aspirations. You have 5 minutes, and then at the end of 5 minutes, we'll switch. Brought to you today is a number of different techniques that we use as designers in design thinking to help in our creative process, to help free up our ideas, to be able to look at things kind of from a distance, to not sort before we create the ideas. We used the example of mind mapping. We illustrated Becca, and we had you try this out as one tool that you could use to help get to know a customer. But it's not just for that kind of purpose. You can use it for lots of other things. And so many of our problems in the world today are about many, many more things. And so this tool is not just about one person getting to know another person. It's a technique, much as the Franklin T or any of the other business tools that you use. Excellent to help you solve a problem, whether it's understanding a customer or whether it's developing a new product. And so we just present these as tools that are designers' tools that we use every day, but they're really excellent business tools to help expand your mind and develop creative thinking.